Hi, I'm Gretchen Rivas with Relax Massage Therapy, and today we're going to talk about how to give deep tissue massage to the leg. For this, you will need oil, a massage table, and workspace. Remember, whenever you're working with deep tissue work, you want to make sure that you warm the fibers of the muscles up first. Whenever I'm doing deep tissue, I usually use a lotion rather than an oil because it gives me a little bit more glide without making it too slippery. So you want to apply the lotion first, or the oil, and if you do use oil, it's okay, but just make sure you don't use so much that you're sliding, across the tissue, because you're not going to be able to set that intention and get that deeper work if you are too slippery. So you want to always warm your tissue up first, and as you're going over it, you use that palpation to figure out what's going on, kind of touch base in there and feel and assess and warm up the tissue first. So with deep work, you can go in with the whole leg. What we're going to do is we can start here, work a little bit on the calf, and then you can work on the hamstrings. Usually the deeper the work, you want to start here and work your way down and then clear all the way up. So we'll start with the hamstrings. You want to get in here and separate the muscles. Go in here deep and slow. Actually, maybe even a little slower than that, depending on how much, he's young, he doesn't have a lot of problems yet, which is good. But if you're working on somebody that has, is maybe a chronic pain person or an athlete and have a lot of hamstring issues, getting in and doing this work really slowly and intentionally. And what you want to do is get in there and separate the muscle tissue from the connective tissue and remove any adhesions and loosen that up. Because connective tissue is collagen based, so as you warm that up, you can realign it and make it act differently. Muscles have a tendency to want to go back to just being the way they were, but collagen and connective tissue fibers you can realign. So you want to get in there on all these different hamstring muscles and work on those. Adductors in here. Go real slow and deep. Now remember, when you're working on the inner thigh, it can be very sensitive in there, so be cognizant of that and pay attention to what your client's feedback is on that. So work through that hamstring area up to there. And it's always good to come and work around the knee area too. A lot of attachments in there. And then come down and work the calf, come up through the gastroc, up underneath, open all that area up there, get in there towards the soleus. You can always work down here also. But remember, with deep tissue work, the intention is to go slow and deep and just take your time and work on separating and soothing and smoothing out the connective tissue and the muscle fibers. And that's how you do deep tissue work on the leg.